Hey guys, welcome back to Wellwood Homes YouTube channel. My name's Trevor and this is Andrew Wellwood. He is the founder of Wellwood Homes Master Builder and he is a master builder by trade. He's helped so many people with their new infill homes in Edmonton, as well as revenue properties, some basement renovations as well.
Yeah, basement development.
Absolutely. So the first thing that I want to share with you is a quick quote, and this one's from Grant Cardone. Who's got my money? Who's got my money? I love that one.
Yeah, something to keep in mind when you're doing infill homes and income with the design for income properties.
Who's got my money?
Who's got my money?
Perfect. Okay, so don't have a stat for you today, but that's all right. What we're gonna go is jump right into income properties using infill homes. So first question, is there a big push for income properties, or is it just getting more coverage in the media?
That's a good question, because the media sometimes likes to jump on certain things, even though it's not really what's going on in the industry. But yes, there's a huge push for income properties. People are wondering, with resale being so low and a lot of homes on the market, how come we still see so much construction going on? And what it is for income properties. The rental market right now in Edmonton is very, very strong. Yeah, there's a great demand for rental properties, and you can get a rental income higher than what your mortgage payment is. So a lot of people right now are building with income properties in mind, and the city's pushing for it. The city doesn't want urban sprawl; they want more people condensed. So they want you, and they're encouraging you to take that single family house and turn it into an income property where you can have 3 or 4 families living in it.
Yeah, that's a really good thing and a great thing for you to do, because you can have your unit being paid for from the rents from everybody else.
Yes,
which is great. The next question that I have for you is, what advice can you give people wanting income from a property when designing a blueprint?
Keep in mind that it's not your best friend that's going to be renting from you, so you're going to want some separation. It's an income property, it's a business. As long as they're nice, neat, and pay their bills, they could be the weirdest person in the world. As long as they meet those, they're a great tenant. So you don't want to have to share the same kitchen, the same bathroom. You want to be able to have that, weird guy that doesn't shower come in, get into his space with minimal interaction with you. Same thing when it comes to your electrical panel and furnaces and stuff like that. Like, you don't want to have to go into that creepy guy's bedroom to flick the breaker when when it tripped when you're making toast or something like that. Yeah. and if your breaker trips because you're making toast, you got the wrong electrician. Exactly. Yeah.
All right.
throw that toaster out.
It's out of here. Yeah. All right. Or you got a really big toaster. You got like a 3-phase toaster.
Yeah. A Radiation King toaster.
All right. So next question is, how many doors can I get on one infill property?
Well, that question's changing all the time. Right. That answer's changing all the time with the city. Right now, you can subdivide as long as you can get the parking stalls. So you can have, a front and back duplex with 2 legal basement suites. You can have an up and down duplex with legal basement suites. You can do side-by-side duplex with legal basement suites with a garden suite above your detached garage in the back. As long as you've got a lot large enough to support it, you can get 6, 7 doors. You can take a corner lot that was a single family, change the orientation of the new building so that you've got more street space on it, and you can build a 4-plex, 5-plex. We've done a 6-plex that was originally a single family house. By turning it sideways, extending it, having the garage on the side, we were able to get a 6-plex off of a single family.
Wow, that's
6-plex awesome. Above ground, no basement suites.
Wow, 6-plex. You could almost have 12 units.
You could, and if the city gets their wish, you probably will be able to in the near future. So, keep in mind, and the same thing for zoning. Like, there's a lot of rezoning so that you can take that lot, instead of doing 6, you can go up 4 stories soon. Wow. So it's not going to be too long until you can take a single family house and get double-digit rental income off of it. So
wow, that's really good. Yeah. Fantastic.
Yeah, exactly.
So the next question that I've got for you, Andrew, is how do I find out what I can rent my suites for?
Check online. Different rentals, different areas in the different places in your area and what they're renting for. Mm-hmm. Talk to a realtor. Realtors have great knowledge on that. What are places in my area renting for? Mm-hmm. Realtors are your best friends. Ask them tons of questions because they want to keep you happy, because eventually you're going to list this. And
yeah,
there you go. And a realtor that answered all the questions is the realtor you're probably going to go with for listing. So,
excellent.
Yeah.
The next question is, if I can't rent the suites, should I sell the property?
If you can't rent them, the person that buys it probably isn't going to be able to rent them either. So if you've got a rental income, or if you've got a house and you can't rent the suites, if you're selling it, you're not going to get what it's worth. It's like having a rundown house and selling it. Whoever buys it is going to have to do something to the property to change it. People don't buy a rundown house to live in a rundown house. They buy it to either flip it or demo it. And same thing, if you've got a property with multiple doors that you're trying to rent and you can't rent any of them, whoever buys that is going to want a great deal on it, and then they either have to do massive renos so that they can make those suites rentable, or they've got to have some other plan in mind as to what to do with that property. Either way, they're going to want to buy that at a really discounted price so that they can put the money in and make it profitable. So if you can't rent the suites, sell it if you need it for cash flow, if you can't hold on to it. But it's the same thing as anything else for property. If you can't hold on to the property because the value of it isn't good, you can dump it now, take a loss, or you can hold on to it, pay all the taxes and the mortgage and interest, and hope that it goes up more than what it's costing you. So not a good situation to be in, but definitely talk to a builder. I'd love to come by and take a look at your rental suites and find out why you're not able to get them rented.
Could be something simple.
Yeah, it could be something very simple.
Okay, the next question is, what are some of the up-and-coming areas in Edmonton to build a rental property from an infill area, or an infill rental property?
Well, there's always the, I don't know, say up-and-coming areas. Anywhere around University, Grant McEwen, and Nate, anything like that is kind of obvious.
Anywhere around the colleges.
Anywhere around colleges will always be able to rent. But now with the LRT, if they ever build it, or if it ever gets up to speed so that it works, around there people are moving out. Like I know South Edmonton, anything north of Southgate Mall, around the 111th Street area, you drive in and around there, and there's more new construction in that area than there is existing homes. So that area is maxing out, and people are starting to expand out of there. We've got some, northeast side and north side properties, anything close to the LRT up there. If you're walking distance to the LRT, you're getting rental income. Like you're going to be able to list that. So.
Okay. Now, how is the rental market in Edmonton? It's good, bad, cooling off? Where is it right now?
Right now, it's very busy. If you've got a good suite, if you've got a legal suite, you're laughing. People know that they're coming up. They know what to look for in a legal suite, and they know that they're worth it. You've got a separate entrance, separate laundry, separate furnace, separate kitchen, like all of that stuff, and they can have that even in new neighborhoods. There's a lot of new construction going up in new neighborhoods that have rental income, and those houses are getting rented out very quick as well, because they know that they're getting all of the warranty of a new build. They're getting all new. They're basically living in a new home, but they're renting it, and they're getting a great amount for it. So that's, if you're renting that, or if you're looking at using that as for your rental income, then you're doing very well. If you're looking at doing an illegal basement suite, like it's not quite up to code, and they're not real. They're sort of more like a roommate. However you have to word it to make yourself feel better. Those ones are getting harder and harder to rent because people know that there's a better option out there. So if you're using that, you're having a harder time. You're going to have a harder time renting it. for what you want. People for those, they know what you're doing, and they know they can, ask a lot less, or they can get that place for a lot less than what you're asking. So the rental income or the rental market is great for legal basement suites. Mm-hmm. If it's not, then it's great, but you're not making a lot of money on it. It's sort of, covering your food bill for that month.
Covering the food bill, that's it. Yeah. Well, so it pays money to have a nice place for people to stay.
Yeah, people are more educated and they know what's out there.
Excellent. So why is new home construction the best way to start into the real estate business?
The warranties. New home construction, you've got, the 2-year comprehensive, 5-year envelope seal, 10-year structure. So, if you get, for us, we do this a lot for a lot of our clients. We build them a duplex and they're renting all of it. Anything that the tenant needs in the first couple of years is a warrantable item through Wellwood. So we're covering that. So it is the easiest property to manage as a landlord, because any questions or any concerns regarding functionality or the rentability of the units falls back on the builder. So, as opposed to renting an old rundown house where you're replacing washers, dryers, furnaces, everything, you've got squeaky floors, you've got doors that don't work, you've got windows that are leaking, you've got lead pipes or whatever it is now.
Mold in the basement.
As a landlord, you're there all the time. You've got leaky faucets, you've got all of that. So you're, yes, you're getting your rental income from an older house, but you are the handyman, or you're paying a handyman to keep it going. So that's why I like the new home construction.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Now, do you give your clients advice on how to maximize their rental income?
Yes, trying to talk. It's a funny thing as a builder, trying to talk the client down in price is always a fun experience, because they want, they're like, if we throw, granite in the basement and we can get more money. And I'm like, I don't really think so. Like, people renting a basement suite aren't expecting the luxuries of $1 million house. I've lived in basement suites. I have a lot of friends that have lived in pretty much everyone growing up has been in a basement
nice
suite at some point.
Nice
exactly. What they want in the basement, they want it dry. They don't want the floor above to squeak. Mm-hmm. They don't want to hear every time the renter upstairs goes to the bathroom. Yeah. Those are where they want the money spent. They don't know granite from quartz. They want a basement suite that's affordable.
Doesn't feel like a basement.
Yeah, exactly. If you can cut a couple $100s a month off of the rent of your basement, you are going to have a greater time renting it. You're going to be able to be pickier with the clients that you have renting out the basement suite. And, granite and a chandelier in the basement is not going to separate you from the other rental markets when you have to charge more to rent that basement.
That's right.
So my big thing is, focus on what you need to. Larger windows for more light in a basement suite. Mm-hmm. And anyone that's lived in a basement suite knows in the winter in Edmonton, it's like living in a cave. Yeah. So you can have more natural light and more light, and it can feel warmer, you're going to rent it. Yeah. If it's a small dungeon cave with nice granite, you're going to have a harder time renting it. So spend the money where you should, but try not to spend money.
Excellent. All right, Andrew, thanks so much again for all of your advice and wisdom on building, especially infill homes in Edmonton. You are one of the first guys that I know of who has been doing infill builds in Edmonton. I think that you always create a good product for your buyers. And if you guys are interested in getting a home built, or if you have an older home that you want to expand and turn it into a revenue property, then you need to talk to Andrew, because he knows what he's talking about in this realm. So thank you so much, guys, and we'll see you guys on the next video.